I'm your number one fan.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
My mom and dad.
I see dead people.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
99 episodes.
Right on the cusp.
So close.
Yeah,
We're edging.
we are.
Welcome back to Killer Cuties podcast.
Yeah, welcome back to our 99th episode.
About the faculty.
Yeah.
But other housekeeping first.
Yeah. We're going to talk a little bit before we talk about the faculty. Hopefully about things that you find interesting. But if not, press that 30-second fast forward button now.
A few times.
Yeah. Probably a good, 2-3 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have December horror movies releases that are going to be coming out next month.
Hit me.
Get you in the holiday spirit. All right, all of them come out the same day.
Crazy.
Except for one. There's one outlier. But yeah, pretty much all of them come out on December 6th, which is next Friday. Exciting.
Yeah.
First up, we have The Invisible Raptor, which is about an invisible raptor that goes on a killing spree after a top-secret experiment goes wrong. Now it's up to a disgraced paleontologist, his ex-girlfriend, a security guard, and a chicken farmer to save their small town from the creature's ravenous rampage. Sounds right up your alley.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Next, we have Year 10. After the fall of civilization, the few survivors have been driven to cannibalism. A young man must confront a violent tribe that has murdered his father and stolen the medicine that keeps his girlfriend alive. Interesting.
Okay.
After that, we have How to Kill Monsters. The sole survivor of a blood-drenched massacre teams up with a ragtag bunch of rookie cops and lawbreakers to defend a police station against an invasion of monsters from another dimension. Could be fun.
Interdimensional monsters. My favorite.
Dimensional monsters. Then we have a Spanish film, I believe that's getting a limited release, You Are Not Me. A woman returns home from Christmas for the first time after 3 years to find her parents have replaced her with an unknown woman who is being treated like their daughter. She discovers a disturbing and bloody truth. I think it might be a little bit of a doppelganger type of situation
I was
there.
going to say it sounds like us.
Yeah. Then we have werewolves. 2 scientists try to stop a mutation that turns people into werewolves after being touched by a supermoon the year before. Werewolves, we love.
Mm-hmm.
We have Getaway, which we mentioned a while back, that's starring Nick Frost from Shaun of the Dead. And that is a remote getaway takes an unexpected turn when a family discovers the island that they're on is inhabited by a serial killer. I think that one's also got comedy in it. I mean, it has Nick Frost in it, so I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
On to the ones that you've probably seen trailers for. We have Y2K on the last night of 1999. 2 high school juniors crash a New Year's Eve party only to find themselves fighting for their lives when Y2K becomes a reality. Yeah, I think one of the kids from Stranger Things is in that, and then I always get them confused because it's like they overlap.
Yeah.
Well, Finn Wolfhard's in both, and that's
Yeah.
the overlap that I think. I think it's actually Jaden Mitchell from It, but I could be wrong. And then, oh no, I forgot her name. Lucy Gray Baird. Rachel Zegler. Rachel Zegler is in it. Yeah. So I'm kind of excited about that one. It looks campy and funny. And then finally, the last one on December 6th is our pick for next month. We will be talking about it. Night Bitch.
Oh.
A woman pursues her career to be a stay-at-home mom, seeking a new chapter in her life, and encounters just that when her maternal routine takes a surreal turn. Starring Amy Adams. I'm excited about it. You've read the book. I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll try to before we talk about it. But yeah.
I don't know. You don't have to.
Oh, great. I like reading the book if I'm going to watch the movie.
You should go into it blind.
Into the movie blind?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll think about it.
Okay.
And then the last release, the only one not coming out on December 6th, is coming out on Christmas Day, the 25th. The long-awaited Nosferatu. Starring
Yay.
Bill Skarsgård, an ancient Transylvanian vampire stalks a hunted young woman in 19th century Germany. So, Eggers is directing. It's his long-awaited third film. The hype is real. I'm excited for it.
We should do that one the first week of January.
Oh, okay.
Okay, done. That's what I thought you were going to say when I forgot we picked Night Bitch. That's what I thought you were going to say when you said it's our new movie of December. We
didn't pick it because it comes out so late in December that it was like, we can't really turn that around in 5 days, but.
Well, exciting. Lots of good stuff.
Some stuff to look forward to.
I've got more stuff for us to look forward to, a little bit earlier in the development process. We got so much first look action this week. I had to crunch it into one segment, but Vanity Fair released a bunch of first looks for movies coming out in 2025. And here's what you missed in the horror scene. Guillermo del Toro is reimagining Frankenstein. I think we knew that. The doctor is going to be played by Oscar Isaac, and the monster is played by Jacob Elordi. Crazy. Weird casting. But we finally got our first picture of them both on the set in costume and makeup. You can't see their faces or anything, but it's pretty cool. It feels very classic Mary Shelley, exactly what you think of when you think of Frankenstein. Then we got a picture of the animatronic from Megan 2.0. It is identical to the animatronic in Megan, which is to be expected, but still fun because Violet McGraw is in the picture too, so she's all grown up now.
Yeah.
Been a couple years. And then finally, Robert Pattinson is in the new Bong Joon-ho movie, Mickey 17. We got a picture of him in costume on set. The cast for that movie slaps. I don't think we've talked about it yet, but it's Robert Pattinson, Stephen Yeun, Toni Collette, and Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, I'm trying not to get too excited about that one, but I can't help it. Yeah, the cast is incredible, and I'm a slut for Bong Joon-ho, so yeah. And I saw like the teaser trailer they did, and Robert Pattinson's voice sounds insane, so I'm very excited about it. I like him. Yeah, he's a great actor. Yeah, he really is. And then a really quick news. Neither of these should come as a big surprise, but we finally got ratings for Nosferatu and Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 2. They're both officially rated R. Nosferatu for bloody violence and graphic nudity. I hope it's Bill Skarsgård. And Mortal Kombat for strong bloody violence and gore. Which is not surprising. No. And then last little piece of news, George A. Romero, you know him, I know him, everyone knows him. He was supposed to make a remake of Resident Evil. And or not a remake, but a movie, an adaptation of Resident Evil. And there's a documentary coming out about how that movie never came about. Interesting. It's being directed by Brandon Salisbury. It comes out in January next month. No, 2 months. Salisbury says, I'm honored to bring fans the untold story of George A. Romero's most important unmade project. I hope fans enjoy this ultimate experience in survival horror. And then he also said that it's going to include archival footage, newly uncovered documents, and fresh interviews. Fun. Interesting. I mean, that does kind of... Yeah, I didn't either, but it does kind of seem up his alley. I mean, he's the perfect person for it. It's zombies. Yeah. Right? Tentacles. Or like infections. Yeah, there's little... Yeah. Everything I know about Resident Evil is from... What's that movie? What's that game called? Fuck. Dead by Daylight. Yeah, fuck. Dead by Daylight. Everything I know about Resident Evil is from Dead by Daylight. And there's zombies. Zombies and tentacles. What more could you ask for? Yeah, I think I've seen clips from Resident Evil games. I've half paid attention to streamers doing playthroughs of it, but not enough to really understand a lot of the lore or anything around it, so. And there's a lot. Yeah, apparently. That's all right. Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. And now we'll find out why it wasn't made into a movie. We will.
Well, it was, just not by him.
Not by him.
Yeah.
Wasn't made into a good movie.
Oh. I haven't seen the Resident Evil movies, so I can't comment.
I haven't either. So I
Oh,
shouldn't
okay.
have commented, but I'm just assuming that if George A. Romero got a hold of it, it would have been good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Cool. Exciting.
Yep.
All right. Are we ready to talk about The Faculty?
Let's do it.
Okay. If it's been a while since you've seen it, since it came out in 1998,
God.
here's a little bit about it. To the students at Harrington High, the principal and her posse of teachers have always been a little odd, but lately they've been behaving positively alien. I didn't write this, Google did. Calm down. Controlled by otherworldly parasites, the faculty try to infect students one by one. Cheerleader Delilah, newspaper photographer Casey, drug dealer Zeke, and new girl Mary Beth team up with some of their other classmates to fight back against the invaders. It was directed by Robert Rodriguez. Screenplay by Kevin Williamson, a la Scream fame. Story was by David Wechter and Bruce Kimmel, and it stars an insane amount of people, but mainly Jordana Brewster, Clea Duvall, Josh Hartnett, and Elijah Wood. But yeah, I mean, it's chock full of people. I'm sure we'll talk more about its star-studded cast.
Yes.
It has a 6.6 out of 10 on IMDb, a 58% critic score, and a 57% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Not fresh. It had a budget of $15 million and made it $63.2 million at the box office. And while it was not received very well at the time of its release, it has garnered quite the cult following since. So, that's The Faculty.
Nice. There is a documentary on YouTube called it's called The Faculty Making of Bonus DVD.
Love that.
It's on YouTube. It's like 45 minutes. And it was so fucking annoying to watch.
Oh.
It was so hard to watch. The first 20 of the 40 minutes is just behind the scenes clips, no context, no voiceover. And in between every clip, some of them are really short, some of them are 2 seconds long. In between every clip, there's a loud Law and Order sound. It's so hard to watch.
Dun dun.
Yes, exactly.
Why? Interesting.
Yeah, very strange.
Yeah, if I watch a making of, I want them to talk about making it. I don't want to just watch clips from behind the scenes with no context.
Yeah, they do. I mean, there are some interviews with the cast and crew at the end, but you gotta really slog through that first 20 minutes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Katie's first... Oh. Right here. Katie's first message to me after she started watching it was, "Is that Usher?" And it was. Usher's in this.
His film debut.
It was. It was also Jordana Brewster's film debut. And I think Josh Hartnett's second film after H2O.
I didn't know he was in H2O. I don't think
He
I've seen
is.
H2O.
Halloween? No, probably not. I don't think
so.
you've watched all the way through that series yet.
I haven't watched anything that didn't have Jamie Lee Curtis in it.
H2O, I think, does have Jamie Lee Curtis in it.
Oh. Well.
So, there's that.
Awkward.
Yes, it does. It's also H20, by the way, but everybody calls it H2O.
Yeah, because it's the 20th anniversary.
Yeah, it's not about water.
Yeah. Or mermaids.
Yeah, in case anybody thought we were talking about the hit TV show H2O, Just Add Water, we're not. We're talking about Halloween H20, 20 years later.
Yes.
Which is a terrible title, which is why everybody calls it H2O.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got into some trouble on the cast of both movies, in fact, for his ridiculous haircut.
Yeah.
But he swore up and down that it was good for his character and he needs to look more like a teenager. And I don't know he almost got fired from H2O.
He did.
He was so adamant.
He kept cutting his own hair. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah.
What a power move. Your first movie ever. and you come to set with the most fucked up hairdo imaginable.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a very attractive young man.
Correct?
And everybody on set is like, hey, don't do that. You look terrible. Stop. And for a new, fresh-faced actor to just be like, no, I'm going to keep cutting my hair really fucked up. It's so funny to me. And the fact that he's still a working actor. he's doing just fine.
Yeah,
Good for him.
good for him. That's funny.
Yeah. They also about H2O, they used some of the same music. They just kind of retooled them for H2O because Marco Beltrami did the music for The Faculty and H2O. He also did Scream. But yeah, and he just kind of retooled some of the music because he was hired to finish the music for H2O. He wasn't originally there. So there's some of the same music in there. That's fun.
Yeah, John Ottman got fired
Yeah, well,
from H2O.
sucks to suck.
Yeah, no, there's literally like line for line phrases, whole songs used in both films.
Nice.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I don't have a good segue, so I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just go for it.
It took longer to cast the movie than shoot it. According to the director, he said that there were just so many characters, and he wanted to make sure they were all cast appropriately, as he should. And it took forever to cast. Yeah. Gillian Anderson turned down a role. Valerie Drake, Jessica Alba auditioned for Delilah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was supposedly quite the hassle in casting.
Yeah. Also, the role of Delilah was originally written for Charisma Carpenter, who plays Cordelia Chase on Buffy. And she turned it down because she felt it was too similar of a character to Cordelia, so that's fair. But apparently Sarah Michelle Gellar also auditioned for a role. It didn't say which. Or no, she turned down a role. It didn't say which one, though.
Probably the what's her name?
I don't know.
The Queen.
Oh, you think Mary Beth? I almost
so.
thought maybe she just turned down Delilah as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Sarah Michelle Gellar was originally cast as Cordelia.
Interesting.
Yeah, she had auditioned. I think she had already gotten the role of Cordelia and then just kept auditioning because she was like, please, I want Buffy. And finally they were like, all right, yeah, you can do it.
Fine.
Yep.
Wow, if only that kind of persistence worked elsewhere.
Just keep sending my resume into the same job.
Yeah.
No, but I think I'd be a really good fit.
Yeah. You understand. I know you gave me this other job, but I need this one.
But I need this one. I want it.
Yeah. I thought Clea Duvall, who is a lesbian, playing a straight person pretending to be a lesbian was kind of funny.
Yeah. She did say the character was she said the character was quite like her own self when she was younger, though. Kind of dark and broody.
I like that she sells out at the end, though.
Yeah, it was they were very clearly doing a kind of Breakfast Club homage. And that's my least favorite part about The Breakfast Club as well, is when Ali Sheedy gets her makeover and just looks worse after.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the same thing here.
Yeah, there's no... Why did she...
I think the whole point was that she's not really an outcast. She's outcasting herself. So I think that was the vibe they were going for, was that now she's actually being herself and letting people in. But just let her be hot and goth.
Yeah. There's no reason...
There's no reason
to not be goth.
To not be goth.
It's every man's dream. Big titty goth girl.
It's my dream, too.
Yeah, that's true. It's every person's dream.
Everybody wants a big titty goth girl. Or just a goth girl. I don't really care that much about the first part. You're like, speak for yourself.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take it. I'll take both. Thanks. If I didn't know going into this that it was Kevin Williamson, I wouldn't have known it was Kevin Williamson.
Really?
I didn't get the vibe. I didn't.
Oh, see, I feel like this definitely has the same vibe as, maybe more so of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah, because it's an ensemble high school cast, like that.
Yeah.
The only reason.
But very like 90s teen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I don't know. I
he's
think
not
this
the
has
only person to
same
do
vibe.
that.
Okay, what vibe do you get from it?
I don't know.
Oh, you just don't get any vibe at all.
I just wouldn't. Yeah. It's just very generic 90s. You know. I mean, to me, it was more reminiscent of like high school The Thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I think that was basically the whole idea behind it.
But that's John Carpenter.
Yeah, but this doesn't give you John Carpenter vibes.
Well,
does it?
It gave me The Thing vibes, and that's John Carpenter, so.
Oh, see, I feel like it gave me Kevin Williamson paying homage to The Thing vibes.
Oh, okay.
Whereas, like, I Know You Did Last Summer and Scream are paying homage to slashers. This is his version of sci-fi, you know?
Sci-fi. Which he specifically said, this is not a horror movie. It's sci-fi.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but...
It totally is.
It absolutely is.
You're crazy.
Sci-fi and horror can be the same sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Usually they are.
A lot of the time, yeah.
Except Dune.
But yeah, I mean, even the whole drug test thing, that's clearly a direct take on The Thing.
Yeah. Which
also, teenagers snorting drugs to, like, prove their innocence is brilliant.
Right?
I think.
Yeah, that was fun. And then that drug just being caffeine, like... God, teenagers are so soft.
Yep.
Yeah. Kevin was supposed to direct this.
Mm-hmm.
But he did not. Don't remember why, and I can't find it. Oh, he wrote a character piece that he wanted to direct instead. He wanted that to be his directorial debut because he had previously just written. So he partnered for like 2 months with Robert Rodriguez to really like get in each other's heads and make sure that they were doing each other justice on the film.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was because, like I mentioned, the story is by David Wechter and Bruce Kimmel, and they were trying to get it optioned around, and no one wanted it. And then Scream got made, and all of a sudden, everybody wanted The Faculty.
Yep.
So yeah, it only made sense for them to get Kevin Williamson, and yeah, I think Teaching Miss Tingle was his directorial debut that he wrote, and he wanted to do one that he had fully written, not just done rewrites on.
Yeah. And everybody said Robert Patrick, who plays Coach, and Jon Stewart, the science teacher, barely recognized him. He's such a baby in this.
Yeah.
They both said that Robert Rodriguez had a really unique kind of shooting style where he would not waste time in front of the camera at all. He would only film scenes that he was really confident were going to be used. And he edited while filming. So, he was like creating the trailer while they were filming. And yeah, they just said that was a really unique and fun approach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like not like someone because of association, but like I can't describe how much I don't like Quentin Tarantino.
Oh my God, what does that have to do with anything?
Because him and Robert Rodriguez are like really good friends. They've co-directed a movie. They did like the Grindhouse series. So I just don't. I don't know. I just can't.
Well,
I can't get behind him.
You want to know what's interesting is that the Weinstein brothers are responsible for him being a part of this film. So he just hangs out with a lot of the wrong crowd.
Yeah, he does. And that was also, like, he did a movie, Planet Terror, with Rose McGowan. And, yeah.
Wait, I don't...
Rose McGowan?
It's not ringing a bell.
Well, she was in Scream. She played Tatum.
Oh, right, got it.
Yes, but also she was one of the first people to be very, very vocal about Harvey Weinstein.
Oh.
Yes. And so after they made Planet Terror, it was produced by the Weinstein brothers. And he says that they did that knowingly. He said, yeah, I'm going to use their money and we're going to make this badass movie starring you, and it'll be like a slap in their face. She says she had no idea they were producing it, and he sold it to them after, like, either before or after the fact. She doesn't know, but like, basically he did that without her knowledge, and she would have never been in it if she had known that. So, like, I don't know. I believe women, hashtag. And so he's always just been gross to me. Also, Quentin Tarantino is in Planet Terror, and he plays like rapist number 2 or something like that. So that's crazy too.
Do you know who else is in this
who
movie?
he's credited at. Who?
Danny Masterson.
Yeah, that was a jump scare. I forgot he was in this.
Oh my god. Wow.
I mean, I don't think he could have possibly known about Danny Masterson at this time.
No.
I'm just saying, I don't trust Quentin Tarantino, and I don't think I trust Robert Rodriguez either. So
Fair, so fair.
I'm sorry. I just
No,
don't.
No, yeah, I don't. That's sus.
It is.
Hmm.
But he also directed the hit masterpiece Spy Kids. So, like, what do I do?
He did.
He did. And Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
See, those two movies are the same. Had you not told me that, I would have been like, oh, I bet he did Shark. I bet he did. Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Which makes sense also because his, like, second cousin is Danny Trejo. That's why Danny Trejo's in all those movies.
He just opened up something, Danny Trejo. He just opened up a restaurant or a tattoo shop or...
Oh.
Not far
believe
from
you.
you.
Okay.
And he's like there all the time. I want to say it's a taco shop, but if I'm wrong, that's profiling a little.
It is. Also, I love how it's either a restaurant or a tattoo parlor, which are
Both are profiling.
not
Love it. What is it? Tell me. I saw it on
Trejo's
TikTok.
Tacos.
I knew it was a taco shop. I just didn't want to be wrong.
Does that have Trejo's Tacos?
It's not far from you, right? It's sort of.
They
it's
have
in
4
LA.
different locations in
Oh, wow.
the Los Angeles area, so.
You know, another this has nothing to do with anything. Another celebrity that just opened up something that is very on brand for them, but also is kind of like the most beautiful place I would get married there. Do you know what I'm talking
Smoke
about?
Shop. Yeah, Woody Harrelson's Smoke Shop.
Yes. Isn't it so pretty?
It is pretty. I don't think I would get married there, but
It's gorgeous.
it probably smells like shit.
It probably smells like weed.
Yeah,
That doesn't smell bad.
I don't really like the smell of weed.
Oh, sad for you.
I don't really smoke weed.
Yeah.
Fun fact
Sad for
about
you.
me. It just makes me tired, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really do much for me.
Anyway, what else about this movie?
On this set, Harry J. Knowles plays, I think, Mr. Knowles. I think they just use his last name. But anyways, he learned that Peter Jackson was making Lord of the Rings.
Mhm.
And so he told Elijah Wood to go for it. And that's why he did. He wasn't gonna, because it was mostly British people and he'd never read the book or anything, so he wasn't really into it. But then Harry Knowles said go for it, and Elijah Wood sent in a tape. Bam, bop, boop. That's how we got Frodo. I was about to say Bilbo. Caught myself.
Close. His second most iconic role behind Flipper.
What?
He's in Flipper.
He's in Flipper, the dolphin film?
Yes. By far his most iconic role. Do you not believe me? You're Googling it?
I just don't know as though I've ever seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
Like
Like my third favorite marine mammal movie.
okay. It has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes has been wrong before.
That's true. That is very true.
Flipper's a great film.
I just don't know. Okay. You know what? Sure.
There's this
Who
scene.
am I to defend Lord of the Rings? Let's be honest. So
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Flipper.
Thank you. There's this scene in it where they're like blending up a fish smoothie for Flipper, who is ill because he's
Okay.
been poisoned. Anyway, and anytime I would drink a smoothie from Jamba Juice, I would pretend that I was Flipper getting the medicine in a little tube. Little cubes.
Great.
They fit them like little cubes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jello. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay. I don't know if it's my favorite Elijah Wood role.
what's yours?
Over the Garden Wall.
The movie with the woodland creatures, the animated
No,
movie.
that's Over the Hedge. That is
Oh.
a different film. No, Over the Garden Wall is it's a series. It's a mini series. You should watch it. You'd actually probably really like it.
Okay.
It's a beautiful animation. It's very funny. It's very cute, and it's got a good story as well.
Okay.
Yeah. What does that have on? Is that even on Rotten Tomatoes? Because it's a TV show. TV shows still get
TV
Rotten
shows are
Tomatoes,
each
right?
episode.
There's an 8.8 on IMDb and a 94 on critic score. 98 audience score.
Oh my god, audiences love it more than critics do.
It's very good.
Okay. What is it called?
Over the Garden Wall.
Okay. See, I'm glad I asked about the woodland creatures. Because then I would have just watched that and been like, what the
Yeah.
fuck are you talking about?
Oh, Over the Hedge, baby.
I feel like he's not in that.
Over the Hedge?
Yeah. Somebody,
Steve Carell is in that, isn't he?
and like Vin Diesel, or I'm making shit up.
Sure. Bruce Willis,
That's
Steve
who I thought.
Carell, Wanda Sykes, Nick Nolte, Thomas Hayden Church. Holy crap, this is Avril Lavigne,
Yeah.
William Shatner.
It's one of those movies.
Holy shit. Wait, that has a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes. Is this movie
Yeah.
good?
It's not bad. I vaguely remember liking it.
Oh, okay. Over the Hedge fans, please let us know if this movie's good and I should watch it.
You might as well.
You might as well. Eugene Levy? Allison Janney? Catherine
telling you.
O'Hara? What is happening?
That's how
Why have
Eugene
I never
Levy and
watched this
Catherine O'Hara
movie?
met. I'm joking.
Oh, I was like on Over the Hedge.
Funny.
Oh my god, I need to watch this movie immediately.
Yeah, it's got a good cast. For sure. Remember when all the animated movies came out and they were all like fucking slap casts? They're so good.
Yeah. Like
Like
Shark
that
Tale.
one, Madagascar, Shark Tale. Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt.
That was a little bit before those ones, but yeah, also very good.
Stacked cast.
Stacked cast.
Anyway.
Just like this movie.
Yeah, this movie also has a
Faculty.
stacked cast.
Very stacked cast.
I don't know if you saw, I deleted it very quickly when I realized it wasn't, but I thought that the one teacher, the drama teacher, was Debbie Reynolds when she's
Oh.
like sticking her face through the door. I was like, oh my god, Debbie Reynolds is in this. It was not her.
Yeah, she's not in this, no.
Robert Patrick is in the Terminator movies,
Okay.
right?
I've never seen a Terminator.
Oh my god, me neither. Thank God, I'm the only one. But anyway, there's this scene, I guess, in Terminator where he's like running after the Connor family and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator, and he's a different Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good Terminator, I think, and then Robert Patrick is a bad Terminator. But anyway, the Connors and Arnold are running away down a hallway in a school or something, and then Robert is chasing them. So that was a direct
Homage.
homage, yeah, to that scene in Terminator.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I just have never had any desire to watch the Terminator movies.
I don't get it.
I just don't like. We have to stop pretending that Arnold Schwarzenegger is a good actor.
He's not.
He's not, and I don't want to watch movies with him in it.
Who's the best athlete turned actor?
I know of 3. Right? Him,
Got any more? Yeah.
The Rock,
Yeah.
Dave Bautista.
Those are the 3 I was thinking of.
That's it. That's the only 3.
Yeah.
Out of those, I would maybe pick Dave Bautista.
I think so. As much
I
as I,
think
don't
he's
like
got-
him.
I don't know anything about him, but I feel like what I've seen of him is already has more range.
Yes.
Oh, John Cena. John Cena also. He's
Oh,
done
yeah.
movies, but I don't know if I've seen enough of that to judge. But like The Rock plays The Rock in every movie, and he does it
So does
fine.
John Cena.
But like,
Yeah. John
I've seen John
plays
Cena
himself.
in I think one movie, and it was called Vacation Friends, and it was very stupid, but it was kind of funny.
He's also in Psych.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he plays Juliet's brother.
Oh, okay. I
He's
only
like-
watched like the first couple seasons of Psych.
That's fucking tragic. So
Yeah.
you haven't even seen the Pa Does Not Love Fa episode.
I don't know what that means.
I say that all the time.
And I let you.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'll do it.
It's
One
worth
day.
watching. It's funny. It's silly.
I liked the first couple of seasons I watched, but I feel like I kind of got, I don't know.
It's repetitive.
Yeah, I was kind of,
It's
I
like
got
House.
it, you know?
Yeah, it's like House.
No,
It's the
because
same
House
every
is,
episode.
House is insane though.
House is a better show,
Yeah, I love House.
but I mean it's repetitive.
Well, yeah. But at least the overarching stories, I feel like they kept you going.
They've got that in Psych. It's worth a watch.
I'll do it.
It's a
Yeah,
good show.
I'll finish it one day.
Yeah.
The same day you finish Buffy.
Oh, okay. Buffy's like 10 seasons longer, isn't it? How many
Buffy's
seasons?
7 season total.
Oh.
Yeah, idiot.
Yes. I don't know how many seasons Psych.
Don't you look stupid.
Yeah. I know Psych's at least 7 seasons.
Because your Discord always bugs. Our Discord bugs, and every time Katie or her husband watch anything, it just says Psych season 7.
Yeah. So we renamed one of the channels that. It's Firefox. It's Firefox's fault.
Yeah. Oh, it's 8 seasons.
Psych?
Yeah, and movies? There's movies.
Yeah, there's movies.
Right. Damn. Audience rating 4.8
Out of 10?
out of 5.
On what?
That's just like
The
when
show?
you Google. Like when you Google reviews, I guess.
Of the show?
Of the show.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie. The movie wasn't great.
No, the show.
Yeah, it's easily got some of my favorite one-liners of any
Yeah.
show, and I mean it's funny. It's got good characters. Sean is like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, I remember really enjoying the first couple of seasons.
Yeah. Well,
I think I'm not always a big comedy show person.
yeah, that's fair. But at least this one
Yeah.
doesn't have like a laugh track or anything.
Yeah, no.
Genuinely funny.
Yeah, which honestly, I don't even really mind a laugh track either,
Oh.
unless it's a lot. But you know, like old '90s sitcoms, I don't mind the laugh track on them. Anyways, enough about me. What are we talking about?
Yeah, The Faculty.
Oh yeah,
Salma Hayek is in this movie,
she is.
which is crazy. But she said that Jon Stewart got a lot of creative liberty,
Oh,
which I didn't realize that Jon Stewart was like a big name until he got his show. But I guess that is also how you get your show. But anyway,
yeah.
yeah, he got to improvise a lot, and a lot of what made it into the film was not what was in the script,
Mm.
which makes
That
me
makes sense.
wonder if the like, I guess I'll just stab a pen in my eye. It makes me wonder if that was improv because he knew it was coming later.
Yeah, that's true. Also, foreshadowing, when they're talking about the aliens, the kids, not Jon Stewart, they keep mentioning a master of the aliens, but the first
Yeah.
person ever referred to it as a queen and as a her is Mary Beth. A little foreshadowing there that it's her. Also, the main group of kids is obviously directly paying homage to the Breakfast Club. So they all kind of fit that category. So Delilah is the princess, the jock is Dan, the the brain is Casey, outcast is Stokely, and then the criminal is Zeke. And she's the only one that doesn't fit. So kind of another hint that it's her.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I got the Breakfast Club reference
Yep,
because
she's
Jon
the only
Stewart
one.
told me about it
Great. Personally?
in the documentary.
He called you up. Hey, Katie.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I heard you were doing an episode on faculty.
I
My
heard
hit
last week you were going to
1999.
talk about this.
Oh, funny.
Also, another little hint, nod thing that they put in was near the end. Well, not even near the end, but when they're taking the drugs and Mary Beth says she can't because she is allergic to it. And Jordana Brewster's character says, yeah, and I'm Portuguese. She's from Brazil and she speaks fluent Portuguese. So she's not from Portugal, but she can speak Portuguese, which I thought was funny.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Another little Easter egg.
Mm,
Principal Drake
yeah.
gets her name from the Drake equation, which, for those who don't know, is used to estimate how much intelligent life could be in the universe.
Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you think is in there?
I mean, I haven't run the equation in a while, so.
Yeah. A little rusty on your math. Oh.
Just kidding. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that we're the only intelligence.
Yeah, I think that would be a little naive.
Yeah, there's just so
The
much.
It goes on for forever. It's just us? I don't think
No
so.
way.
I don't think so.
I don't think we'll find it. I don't think we'll find other intelligent life in our lifetimes.
That's fair.
I don't know that we'll ever find it because just the universe is so massive, but
Yeah.
it's got to be out there.
I was just reading about kind of a theory. I can't remember if it has an actual name or not, but because I was watching a TikTok about like places on Earth that have never had outside contact. So there's like that island. Now I can't even remember what it's called. I wasn't prepared to talk about this at all. But anyways, there's this island of people, and I think like one guy tried to go there, and they immediately killed him because they've never seen outside life or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so someone was talking about how there was a theory that that's aliens with us. Like they know that we're untouched and that we're not ready to to be exposed to that. So they know that we exist, but we don't know that they exist. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
So that's kind of a fun theory. I don't know if I believe it, but I think it's kind of fun to think about. They just send drones. They're like, are they still doing? Yep, they're still kicking.
Barely.
Yeah. Or they don't contact because they think we're going to be hostile to them, which I would buy. If you observed planet Earth for long enough, I would also not visit.
Yep. I agree.
We're not ready.
There's been a lot of UFO talk recently.
Yeah, during COVID, didn't they say like, oh yeah, like UFOs definitely exist? And nobody really talked about it because we had bigger things to worry about. And then now didn't they just say, oh yeah, like there's aliens in the water or something like that? Dude.
Yeah.
I can't even look at the news anymore, if I'm being honest. So who knows?
Yeah, there's
probably aliens confirmed on Earth right now, and I wouldn't know about it because I'm not going to read the news. I can't.
Yeah.
My psyche can't handle it.
Yeah. It's too much.
Yeah, it is.
What other fun facts do you have about the faculty?
One last little fun fact. When this movie was broadcast on TV, in the end credits, the English teacher character walks up to Zeke and like grabs a pen filled with the drugs and just snorts it and then smiles at him and walks away. That didn't make the actual cut or the film release. I've never seen that clip.
I haven't seen
it. It was just on the TV broadcast.
That's funny.
Yeah. Also a little weird. I mean, I guess like no, it's still not okay. But I don't know. Their relationship was weird to me. I was like, oh.
Yeah, at the end?
Kind of always. It was very much like she was...
Well, she was an alien. It was weirder when she was not an alien anymore.
Well, before she was infected, though. Like, one of their first couple
condom
conversations.
thing, but that was him, not her.
That's true. But yeah, afterwards it seemed, and they kept harping on, oh, he had to repeat his senior year, as if like that makes it okay. It's not. She's still
Yeah.
a teacher. It's weird. Also, I'm obsessed with the fact that they just actually killed their principal. Like, she actually died.
Yeah.
Just shot her in the fucking head.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough.
Not that this has anything to do with anything, but in that documentary, most of the cast and crew commented on how this film is very much just the typical high school experience, just a reflection of everybody going through high school, where everybody around you is turning into an alien, and you're just trying desperately to find your people and make it through the other side. And that really resonated with me.
Yeah. I think that kind of makes sense, because even Mary Beth doesn't. She could have infected Zeke. She didn't.
Yeah.
They were hanging out. And she was like, maybe I found a little group of outcasts. And then she tried to turn them. And Zeke's the only character who never gets infected.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Oh.
I just don't see Casey as being infected. It was like on the cusp, you know? It didn't make it all the way through. I didn't like
They
that
were
scene at
inside
all.
him. No, me neither. That was... Mm-mm.
Yeah.
But he definitely was on his way to being infected.
That's what I mean. Like, was he
Yeah.
infected or was he almost infected?
I think he was infected. She just died before he could fully turn.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Who's to say? Do you have any other fun facts?
No, that about sums it up.
Great.
Love an old movie with a lot of facts.
Yeah. It's nice when we can... I love when I have enough that I can just start deleting shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what make and model Zeke's car was, you weirdos.
I was actually...
Oh, you care?
I thought that was interesting, yeah.
I don't care.
I don't think that the people care, but I cared.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
I don't care about cars.
Yeah, my family collects cars, so it's...
Very cool.
Anyway. Well, let's rate it.
Okay.
How scary did you think it was?
A 1 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's just its vibes, you know?
Yeah.
It was a romp. It wasn't scary.
Yep.
You?
Yep. 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
It was hype. It wasn't scary.
Yeah.
I don't think it was supposed to be scary.
I don't think so. How sexy did you think it was?
I gave it a 2 out of 5 because it had a vibe about it, but it was set in a high school about high schoolers. So I couldn't give it more than a 2. Josh Hartnett was my first celebrity crush, but he played a sweet, innocent man who impregnated his best friend's girlfriend, and this was the opposite.
Got it.
So I didn't, even he didn't really do it for me in this one.
Yeah.
So a 2.
That's fair.
You?
I give it a 2.5 because it's aliens. You know?
Yeah.
That's hot. Also, when I first watched this, I was in high school. So I appropriately was able to lust after everybody in this cast. Although I think all of them were like of age, except for maybe Elijah and Jordana. They might have been underage when they filmed it. But either way, I was in high school and I had a crush on about half the cast. Mm-hmm. And now as an adult, I have a crush on about half of those actors. So
yeah. Fair.
So it's great.
Yeah. How fucked up did you think it was?
I gave it a 1.5.
Okay.
For just the scene with the parasites burrowing into Elijah's face. I don't like bugs. I didn't like that at all. What about you?
I also gave it a 1.5.
Yeah.
There were some pretty gory scenes for this to not be horror.
Yeah.
According to... Yeah, anyway. Whatever. I gave it a 1.5.
Great.
Yeah.
Overall, what did you think of the cult classic, The Faculty?
It was fun. I liked this more than I Know What You Did Last Summer. And maybe even a little bit more than Scream. But
Incorrect. Okay.
It wasn't as well done as either of those, I don't think.
Yes.
It was a romp. It had a wonderful cast. It had good acting. The
Mhm.
puppetry and practical effects were very good. I was impressed by those. And I'm a little slut for a sci-fi movie with tentacles. I almost said testicles. I caught
Oh.
myself.
Yeah, thank you. This is a family show.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know, it's just a cozy, little campy, rewatchable movie. I gave it a very solid 4 out of 5.
Love that.
Yeah.
This
What did
is
you
not
give it?
anywhere near Scream, first of all. Let's get one thing straight.
Well,
Scream is a masterpiece. Anyways, I like this movie as well. I am a little bit a part of the cult for this movie, for its
Mhm.
cult following. And it's been a while since I've watched it, and I was really glad we did because it was very fun to revisit. I do think it's a mess and kind of a bad 90s teen movie, but that is a genre that I hold very near and dear to my heart. So with that, I gave it a 3.5.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
great.
It's good. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Me too.
Sci-fi, can't beat it.
Can't for you. All right. Well, would you survive?
I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Most people do in this movie.
Yeah.
They just have a little tentacle action first, which I'm not going to say no to. So I'll get my tentacle action and then I'll live to tell a tale.
Great.
Yep. You?
Yeah, I mean, no one really dies except for the principal and the alien.
Yeah.
So I think I'm good.
Mhm.
I would avoid the tentacle action. I would not invite it in because the parasites burrowing into the face is not something that I would like any
Mm.
part of. But
Each
yeah,
their own.
honestly, Casey and Zeke seem like kids I would be friends with in high school, so I think I'd probably be hanging out with them and Stokely and just being like, all right, let's figure this out, you know?
Yeah. Well, there we go. We both
Cool.
live.
We did it. We
Hooray.
survived.
Well, that's it for episode 99.
That's
You know what
it.
comes next.
Episode 101. We're skipping 100 this year. No. Just kidding. Yes, next week is going to be our 100th episode of the podcast, which is crazy to think about.
Crazy.
And we're not going to tell you. We're not going to tell you what we're going to do. How about that? Yeah. No predicting. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a little 100th episode surprise.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you also be surprised
Yeah.
and not just me be surprised.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to be surprised.
Everyone's surprised. Yeah. But yeah, very excited. And if you've listened this far, please like and subscribe. Comment on whether or not I should watch Over the Hedge and what your favorite Elijah Wood movie is.
Mhm.
And why is it Flipper?
It's the only correct answer.
We'll see about that. All right, cool. Well, thank you for listening. We'll see you next week for our 100th episode. Thank you to everybody who's listened this far, I guess.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. We will see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.